Good morning, welcome to the Cursing Seamstress. Today's Sunday. I am getting ready to go to church and then afterward out to eat. I pretty much had Saturday to myself. My band friend went to a wedding out of town, and my daughter was busy grocery shopping, and so I drove to Chesapeake, Virginia, to the DAV, Disabled American Veterans Thrift Store, and I've had so much luck there. It's a new store, and DAVs in my area actually have a dedicated section for fabric. There's actually a sign that says fabric. This time they had very little fabric, nothing that I could use. I think they had 3 or 4 pieces, and one was like a quilting cotton, and I didn't think I could do. I've got enough of those, I think. But when I first walked in, close to the entrance, they have a craft section, and they have everything there. They have rulers, stencils, pens, pencils, yarn, I don't know, everything related to crafting. Oh, stamps, and I've got a bunch of stamps. I used to love stamping stuff. But anyway, they had a ton of patterns, probably 100 patterns. So of course I went through all of them. And I got so tired of kneeling down, I finally just they had them in boxes, and I just picked up each box and put it on the shopping cart and went through each one. I didn't pick out a whole bunch, but I will show you what I got. These were 99 cents a piece. I already have a poodle skirt pattern. It's not this one. It may be the same size, I don't know. This is a size 7, and it looks like there are 2 lengths, shorter length and a longer length, and I think it's been cut. It has been cut, but it looks like the poodle template is intact. So this is for, you know, you'd think that they would give you more than one size in a pattern, but yeah, the poodle applique is in there, and they recommend felt for the applique. The fabric, they recommend cotton blends, wool blends, denim, linen, wool, flannel, chintz, felt, and that's it. So I've got that. And then this looks like a newer pattern. It's a new look, S0807. It's for a knit skirt and palazzo pants. And this is, I got, well, it's all sizes, well, 6 through 18. And this says it's for a skirt in 2 lengths, and the choice of a straight hem or a rounded hem, and then the palazzo pants, stretch knits only, interlock, jacquard knits, jersey, single knit, 2-way stretch. And so that's that. So I thought that was cute. There's a little something there, some sort of a twist or something. I will figure that out. Oh, look, it's another poodle skirt. This is sizes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Actually, this is a poodle skirt or a kitty cat or Scotty dog skirt. And this is Simplicity. It's under their costumes line, 7210. 11 pieces, it has a waistband, and wool blends, felt. I'm sure you could use cotton for that. But anyway, so that's another one. I had a lady at the shop where I am selling stuff to ask me to make a poodle skirt for her. I have a poodle skirt up there. It's in a size 6 girls. She apparently wears a size 6 ladies and tried that on and it was too small. It's clearly marked girls, and I told the owner of the store that, and she was going to pass it along. This one is a Simplicity 2774. It's a Kalia Ali. Seems like I've heard her name before, but this is an empire waist gathered dress. The line art is kind of crumply, looks like that. Looks like there are several links. One is a tunic length and then a maxi and a midi length, I think. And this is for stretch knits, matte jersey, stretch velvet, two-way stretch, novelty knit fabrics. And there is a 22-inch zipper in the back. And I don't know if this has been cut. It looks like it has been cut, but the sizes are 10 through 18. So we'll see if I can get my size out of that. I spent a total of $40 and some odd cents at the DAV. So those patterns were a part of it. Also in their crafts department, I got this Steam-a-Seam here. It was $1.98. It was from Hobby Lobby. At Hobby Lobby, it was marked $4.99. I've never used this brand before. It's double stick fusible tape, ideal for binding, perfect for no-sew projects. Make your own fusible bias tape. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read more. Oh, okay, you use it on bias tape. And I got another one too. This is Steam-a-Seam 2, and this is Steam-a-Seam 2. Fusible tape seams and hems. This says seams and hems on it. Sticks temporarily to both sides when applied. This is permanent, this is temporary, it looks like. Oh no. And then at the bottom it says bonds permanently when ironed. Anyway, I can see me using that on hems. The other thing I bought, they had 2 bags. They're pre-sorted bags. You don't have a choice of colors of thread for my serger. I'm not a red person, but there are 2 spools of red, one of magenta, and then I'm gonna open it. I can't really tell. They're white-ish. I can't tell if they're off-white. Okay, that's an off-white color. It looks like four off-white colors. And these are made by Talon. And I frankly don't remember how much these are individually. I think they're about $4 individually, so that's not bad. I paid $9.98 for those. The other thing that I got from the thrift store was clothing for my grandboy. And he's of the age where he's particular about, I think he's always been a little bit particular about what he wears, but I just couldn't pass these up. If he doesn't like them, I will redonate these. But I came across some shirts And there were a whole bunch of Old Navy beautiful shirts at a size extra large, 14-16. He's in 6th grade now. And I think these must have been donated by the same person just because they were in pristine condition and all very similar and the same size. This is a long-sleeved, beautiful cotton shirt with sharks on it. It's white with blue and black, and I just thought it was beautiful. I washed it. I washed everything, and so I did get that. I think the shirts, most of the shirts were $3.99. I mean, you can't make a shirt for that price. This is the same size and everything, and this has anchors on it. Again, that's really the same same pattern that was used with the. It has 2 buttons on the sleeve hem, so that's very pretty. And this one, again, the same label on the inside. It's a blue on blue check. And lately, what he's been wearing is a t-shirt with an overshirt on top. I got this too. This is made by Lee. It's an extra large. It's just a t-shirt with some gray marl to it, blue and gray on the sleeves, with a pocket. I hope he'll wear it. This is not his color, but he is a redhead and doesn't look that great in reds. So this is a maroon color. And this is also an Old Navy in a 14-16. So it is nice and comfy. He does like comfort. So that's it. So that's what adds up to the $40. All right, on a different note, it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago that I was at another thrift store and found some nice fabric, and I thought I would show it to you. I think there was one more piece, and I can't remember what it was. I may have used it, and I think I did. But this is a cotton fabric, and it looks like somebody serged around the edge of this, but this is it. It's a checkered fabric, pink, yellow, kind of a minty green, blue, and white. It would make a wonderful shirt dress. I can see through it a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. It may need to be lined. I'm not sure. It's not really a thin. There's definitely weight to this fabric. There's no drape, but there is some weight to it. The other fabric I got, and that's probably 2.5 yards of that. Then I got this fabric, and this is, I don't know. I think I've got about 3 yards of this. This is kind of a different texture to it, but it's a kid's print. It has hippopotami on there, and tigers and alligators, and it says on there jungle. This has a texture to it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the texture there, and it's got some give to it. And so I got a lot. Like I said, I think there are 3 or 4 yards of this maybe. I'm thinking, I don't have any little kids anymore. The 7-year-old may think that this pattern, this print is too juvenile, and it may be. It may be. But what I had in mind for this fabric was a robe for him. He's been using a robe that I embroidered his name on the back of for the past 2 years, and I think it's getting a little bit small. But I don't know. I think this print might be a little bit too juvenile. The last thing I want to show you is our two little girls' dresses, and this is from a thrifted pattern, and I don't have the pattern here, but I will put the number below probably if I remember. This is a size 4. It's a little tunic top. Oh, this is the other fabric that I got. Oh gosh, yeah. I went to a flea market, just a spur of the moment thing. I was dropping some things off at the place I sell things in a different county, and I had seen this flea market just down the road, and I was with my man friend, and he hates flea markets and thrift stores. So I didn't stop when I was with him, but I did on that day, and I asked him when I first walked in. There was just one guy there, and I said, "Do you have any fabric?" And initially he said, "No, we don't." And he said, "Oh, wait a minute." And he said, "Come back here." And he could have been a serial killer. He took me back in the back, and he had a bunch of stuff piled up, and he told me that they were getting ready to take a bunch of stuff to the dump. And he said that a lady had just been in and gone through all the fabric, and she had taken what she wanted. And he said, "You're welcome to go through this and take whatever you want," which meant 0 for a price. But when I went back there was this canvas picture of the Beatles from, it was a photo, and I don't have it, I'm too lazy to get up and get it. Maybe I'll show it next time, or maybe I'll put a photo in. But it was a canvas mounted photo of the Beatles from the 60s, and it was perfect, intact. And I said, "Wow, look at this." And he said, "Yeah, you can have it for $2. So of course I got it. And then I spent probably 15 minutes in the back while he was up front doing whatever he was doing, going through the fabric, and I found fabric. And so this, and when I left, I said, "Are you sure I can't pay you for the fabric?" And he said, "Oh, okay, you can." So he said, "How about $5 for all of it?" So that was the Beatles picture and the fabric that I got. And I got more than this, and I'll have to show it to you next time. But one of the pieces I got was about 2 or 3 yards of a beautiful red linen, and it's real linen, and that's what I used to make this. This pattern, again, was a used pattern. It had been cut, and I think the person, I know the person cut the pattern wrong, and she cut the bottom off. So I think this, I'm saying it's a tunic because I don't think it's long enough to be the dress. So I'm calling it a tunic. I put this embroidery on it, and this is the back. The closures are buttons here. The only thing I had trouble with, and it was fine, I did it, was this little piece here that juts out, so you fold it over to put the, it's a, you know, like a placket thing. But I did it. I had a hard time seeing what they wanted me to do in the instructions, but I just did it where it looked good on the outside and flipped it over and made sure it looked good on the inside too, and then stitched it. And I thought for sure when I made the second one that that I would be able to do it the way the pattern wanted me to, but no, I didn't, couldn't. But I just did the same thing and you know, made it. You can't see it because this is a busy print. This print, I'm trying to think where I got this. Might have been from that flea market also. And I have made a skirt for myself out of this. This is a lightweight, I don't know, I have some polyester in it, I'm not sure, but it's a paisley print. It has pink and kind of a maroon color and a gray-green and an off-white background, and it's cute as can be. So I made another tunic. This was thrifted lace from a long time ago that I thought matched that bow really well. I'm sorry, George is going crazy. On this one I used snaps instead of buttons. I put 3 snaps on there. And again, this is a size 4, but again, I don't even know if I can call it a dress because I think it is too short to be a dress for a size 4. The last thing, I placed an order from Joann Fabrics and got the order, and after the order had been placed, of course, I got the email notification saying that my order was being processed. And then a couple of days later, I got a notice that one of the fabrics was no longer available. So that was a real downer. And it was something for my older grandboy. I think it was a flannel. So that was a disappointment. And so I got the order and everything was fine except for this. I got some embroidery thread and I got 2. I got 2 different color limeish green colors. And so you can see that the top is broken. It's not usable, unfortunately. And as soon as I saw it, and the funny thing is, this piece that's broken off was not in the bag, and it's also not in this hole. So that means that it was broken off before it was even packaged, so that someone surely would have noticed this. And I sent them an email right away with a photograph of both of the spools of thread so they could clearly see the problem. And I got a notice that they had received my email and that someone would get back to me probably in 24 hours, at the latest 48 hours. Well, the 48 hours has passed. So that was as of yesterday, and maybe they don't consider Saturday to be a part of that 48 hours. I'm not sure. But, and what I said in the email was, do you want me to send this back or toss it? Because I cannot use it and just, you know, put a credit back on my credit card. So I haven't heard back, and I am disappointed. I do order from Joann Fabrics maybe, not that often, once a year maybe, once every couple of years. If I really need something, I'll look and see if I can find anything on their site. So that's all. I think this has been a long video, so I'm going to stop, and hope everyone is doing well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.